Hello again, it's me, Mary. I was recording earlier, but for some reason it didn't save on my Loom, so I'm doing it again. So the purpose of this the purpose of this tutorial is for YouTube thumbnail. So I have a video that is ready to post on YouTube, but I have to edit it and add a customized YouTube thumbnail, and that's why we are here on Canva. I will show you how I did it. So if you have a Canva account, there's two versions. There is a Canva free version and then a Canva that is Pro, Canva Pro. They call it Canva Pro because you have to subscribe for $119 for a year. I subscribed to the 119 because I needed the background remover feature for my editing. In the Canva free version, you do not have access for the background remover. So I will show you how I edit the YouTube thumbnail right now. So here on your upper right corner is the create a design. When you're starting a design, click on it. Then you can go look for your project here. It's showing my YouTube thumbnail. You can see if you want to post on Facebook. There's a Facebook post right here, presentation, photo collage. So whatever project you have in mind, Canva already has a template for you. Meaning, if you click on it, like this one, YouTube thumbnail, the size, the resolution is already optimized for you. You don't have to manually put the size, the pixel, because it's already pre-made for you. And not only that, you already have access to templates like this, like that. You just click on the options that Canva is showing you on the left side corner of Canva. So all you have to do when you click on the templates, you can just change the words, the picture, and the background, and the colors, and the size of its object or element. So in Canva, they call this, the words, the pictures, and the background, they call it elements. So if you go to this corner right here, you see the word elements. Inside elements, if you click on it, you will see different object, characters, videos, drawings, or anything that you can add to your project. Like this one, you can find a different person. So if you want to change this person, you can just click elements and you can search a different person. If you want a female, you can add a female. But for me, let's go use the project that I'm about to do. So I'm doing a thumbnail for my what is a virtual assistant YouTube. Let's go back to the templates. So I choose this one. This is the one that I like. No, not that one. No, this one. Okay, so I chose this template. All I have to change is the color, the background. You can delete this star. If you put your cursor inside this element, you can see the options of this. This is duplicate. If you want to duplicate it, click on it, delete it, click on it, delete it. If you click on it again, you will see the three options, the duplicate, delete, and these three dots. If you click on it, you will see more options. Okay, so you have copy style, paste, duplicate, delete. There's a lot of options. Okay, but for now I don't need this, so I just gonna delete it. And this lady, I need to delete it because I want a different one. So if we want to start with the person, I can go to elements, and I would like to change that lady into someone who is confused, because the title of my YouTube thumbnail is "What is a virtual assistant?" So I want a background of this, like she's confused, she's curious, and this question mark is perfect. But this is actually the one that I want, I can click in the middle. No, not this. Click in the middle, right click, and I can make that as a background. If you scroll down, click replace background, and it will change the background. Now, if I'm happy with that, I will leave that and then just change the other elements. But I want to show you, if you don't like this and you want to change with others, you can just click on any elements here. Then you can do the same thing, right click, scroll down, click replace the background. Or if you go here, let's search for confused person. If you want a male, or if you want just a graphics, this one. So there's no option for this one to be the background, so you cannot use this as a background. So it's only an add-on. If you want to add like that, you can. So you can see what options you can do by just clicking on these three dots, and you can see the options. Now this one, it cannot be a background because there's no background. You can go to photos, see all of the photos. You can click her, and then right click, go down, replace the background. Or you can use her, this one, or this one. So I'm just showing you the possibilities. You can click in the middle and you can move it around. Or if you don't like it, you can click delete. Delete, we don't need them. Or are we happy with that? Let me look for something else. You can scroll down. Oh, this is funny. Ooh, scary. Anyway, or this one. No. Okay, so while I'm thinking of I confuse women here, let me change the title. The title is, okay, wait a minute, I forgot to explain. Okay, right click, put your, not right click, sorry, put your cursor in the middle, inside the box of the word this video got. If you put your cursor in that box, in that element, you can click hold, and you can move them back and forth, up and down, okay? And then you can let go. You can also move the box element. Now, it's very tedious if you want to move all of this. That this video got 1 million views in 2 weeks. If you're going to move them one by one, it's time consuming. So if you want to move them here, you can one by one, but you can actually do it faster by just dragging it over here. Make sure your cursor is not inside an element. For this one, I cannot group these three, 1, 2, 3, because from here, from this side, but I can do it outside like this and group them, and I can move them. Because if I do the groupings from here, I can't, because my cursor is already inside an element. And if I do that, I cannot drag it. It's actually dragging the element itself. So you have to make sure that your cursor is outside of any, and it's not in any of the element. So again, the way you can group all the elements so you can drag them one time instead of one at a time is go outside, hit click, hold, drag down, and touch all the elements that you need to be grouped that you want to move. So can you see that? There's a purple box coming out when I'm dragging it. And then as soon as it touches any element like this one, if I go down, you will see, I don't know if you can see, but for me, I can see the purple box. It's just blended because it's the same color as the box, but it's also color purple. It's touching, and it's adding to the group. As soon as we go down, if you see all of the purple box, it means it's included in the group. That when you let go, now everything is grouped, and you can tell that's in the group when you see this white dotted line around all of the elements that you added in the group. Now, if you want to make all of this group temporarily, you can just click in the middle and then drag it and move it into the place where you want to put it. Okay, now if you want, and then that's temporarily grouping. Now, if you want to permanently group them, you can click the group. This one, you can click the group button up here. If you click on that one, you will see that the white dotted line disappear, meaning they are already grouped. That when you click your cursor outside and then you click on it again to move it, you can. And you cannot just grab this where this video got. You cannot just move it by itself because they are already grouped. If you want to just fix the first element and not the whole thing, you have to ungroup it again. So you see this one, if I click outside and I click inside, you can see the word ungroup, and click on that one and then click your cursor outside. Now you can move one at a time again. Okay, now if you want to group them again, let's put this back. You have to do the same thing. Drag. See, just the confetti background was included in this one because I grouped them inside an element. So let's move this in here. So if you want to group them again, hold, your cursor, scroll down, drag this down, let go, and then they are grouped together. Okay, now if I want to change the word this video got, just click on it twice. Okay, so let's do it again. Double click, and then you can type right away what you want to put in there. What is a, and then you go down here, double click, virtual, and then double click, and type right away virtual assistant, and click outside. And we have to ungroup. We cannot delete the box and the size of the elements if these are grouped together. So we have to ungroup them so we can edit them. So this is big. The background is very long, so I have to wait. Box of this one is long, so we have to make it shorter so we can easily touch the box, this one. And we can also make them even so it looks like it's in the middle. So you can play with it. You can move this up and down to make sure they're in the middle. Or you can, it looks like the bottom is wide, so I can make that smaller, the box, and then let go. So when you see this one, it looks like a white dash. This one, and this one. It means you can stretch them up. And this one you can stretch them down. Just you can stretch them on the right side, then you can stretch this on the left. And then the white circle, if you see my cursor, you can make them big and you can make them smaller. Okay, so let's stretch this down. Okay, oops, that's big. So what I do is I just eyeball everything. Some people do it here, but I just want to eyeball it myself and just adjust it manually. Okay, now this one, what is, we can also make them smaller. And this one, and then I want to change the color of the purple box. I don't want the purple box. I want to change it. This is the color that I like. This is the one I like. I think that's a blush pink color. And this one, brown. I like this. Alternate. Now I want to change the color of the font. I'm happy with the white here. And the white here, I would like to change the virtual into white color as well. Here it's white. We can put this like that. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now the background, I'm not sure if I like the purple for the background. Let me see if I can change that. Okay, I can change it, but the lady was gone because what it means is that the purple, okay, let's undo it. If you see on your upper left, the undo button, if you did something and then, oh my gosh, I accidentally deleted something, you can just go here and then undo it. So the element that's used here, the purple background, is already permanent, so you cannot use it, or you cannot just change it without accidentally deleting this lady. You can do that, but I'll explain that in a different time. Anyway, so I would like a different background. Maybe this one. What do you think? This one, I think I'll go with this one. So right click, and then you can see the option of replace the background. And then, like what I said, if you want to move it, you know what? I don't need this. So let's delete this one. So let's move this. What is a virtual assistant over here? So click, hold, drag everything, let go, and then you can move them here. Then let go, and then it's crooked, so let's make it straight. You see this button over here? Okay, just move it like that to make it straight, and then let's make it big by clicking and stretching this circle, the white circle on the corner. Okay, it's too big. I don't want to cover her face. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Then let's put a question mark over here. Let's make it even, because this left side over here, it looks empty. So let's go to elements here and let's search question mark. what else can I add that's gonna make my design pop and more beautiful and more enticing. And we can actually, this one is facing this one. If you want to put it here, you can drag it here. Okay, then we can add more over here. More question mark, or maybe the pink one. I really love pink. Yeah, I think this is good. I like this. What do you think? What is a virtual assistant? I don't know. Pink one. Oh, I think I like this one. I like pink. Can you tell already? Okay. And we can let go. And we can move it. I think I'll delete this black question mark. And since the YouTube thumbnail is the small version in the homepage of YouTube, the small version cover photo that you see when you are in the YouTube homepage, we can unzoom it right here at the bottom corners to make it smaller, so we can see if we can see the wordings, and if your photo is clear, you can unzoom it some more. Wow, that is a good font. What is a virtual assistant? I can still see it. And I think I need to put a question mark over here. You can make it smaller. Let's make it fit. So I can add a question mark there. Okay, so you just have to adjust things. And I think that's enough. What is a virtual assistant? So I think I'm happy with that one. And if you're happy after, after looking around and you think it's already okay and you're happy with it, you can just hit share, or wait, I forgot. You can change the name of your project over here. Okay. And with that, I can say YouTube thumbnail. Okay, YouTube thumbnail VA. And then click share and click download over here. Download, and I always choose the PNG. If you click this arrow down, you can see all the options of the file format: JPEG, PNG, PDF standard, PDF print, SVG, MP4, or GIF or GIF. For YouTube thumbnail, they recommend either JPEG or PNG. For me, I like PNG because that's what the Canva is suggesting me to do. For thumbnail is PNG version, and then I click download. I don't click on this one, transparent background, compressed file, because it's not applicable to me right now for this design. So just click download, and there you go. It will show to the folder that I wanted to be saved, and I have my title here, and just click save, and it's completed. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something today.